guys, Bob back. I got another video about the CF Moto. We'll go over the bag accessory and what else is available out there for you, and give you my opinion on what I've found. And yeah, so there's not a lot of room behind the 2-up seat on this touring model of the CF Moto 600 that I have, and it made it kind of difficult to find bags that work pretty well or that aren't overly large. I wanted a bag because we like to pack our lunch and whatnot when we go out on the trails, and maybe a little saw and things like that that we might need, tire pump and all that good stuff. So the unit does have a couple of built-in storage containers, but they're really best for your wallet or your keys, your phone, or something along those lines. So I really needed a bit more. CF Moto does sell a purpose-built bag, factory-built, designed bag. It does wrap around the seat a little bit. It's pricey. I think it's close to $300. You can get it on cfmotowarehouse.com, which is also the best resource that I've come across to just buy parts in general. There's not a lot. I was really surprised that there's not a lot on eBay, there's not a lot on Amazon to find actual parts for this unit, which kind of stinks, but it is new. This model is new, 2020, 2021. I think just like most things, there's limited parts, and especially used parts and things when you first start out with a new item, but over time we'll get a better base to pick from if we need any parts. I will say generally most of the plastic replacement parts and even some of the other equipment seems pretty reasonably priced directly from the manufacturer. All right, well, let's take a look at this bag. Okay, so as you can see, the rack here, this is where this little spot would be filled a little bit from, my apologies, this little spot would be filled a little bit from with that bag from the factory. What I ended up going with is the ATV TEC bag. You can get this from pretty much any ATV supply store. They've got it on Amazon, they've got it on Walmart. I got mine at Sportsman's Warehouse, and they have a 10% off deal if you've never made a purchase from them. And then I've got Honey on my browser, and they had an offer where I could get a Sportsman's Warehouse gift card for like an extra 10% off and actually use the gift card in the Honey app to buy it. So this bag normally retails for about 120 bucks. I think I paid 90 for it, which was a nice little surprise there. Fit and finish on here. So the bag's got 4 clips all the way around, no Velcro to be found to wear out. And these buckles can be replaced easily if you ever dealt with them. Sometimes they snap after a couple of years of use. But the really cool thing about this bag is you can lean on it. It actually has straps built on it here to strap a tent on or tools or things like that. And the reason you can do that is this bag has a steel frame. So it has a hole all around here. Inside it's got a steel metal skeleton, which is pretty darn neat. Let's see if we can't get the whole capacity of the bag in here. It is quite large. I think it's 36 inches long and about 11 inches deep, and both this way and deep here. So quite a bit of space to fit stuff in. Nice flap on the top that really wraps around to keep anything out of it. You can see there's nothing in here. That one ride we've gone on so far was pretty dirty, snow, slushy ride, and some muddy spots with some dust here and there. Not anything in here at all. It does a really good job of keeping. You can see the outside of the bag is quite a bit dirty, but it kept the inside nice and clean. These clips, like I said, are pretty robust, but they're pretty easy to replace if need be. Me personally, I'm just going to use the 2 back clips. I don't even have the sides connected. Just makes it a little bit faster for me to get in and out of it if need be. here's your fit. So this is right in line with the back of this tray on the top of the CF Moto. Yeah, you got a little bit of overhang here, but it's not sticking out any further than the back of the CF Moto rack would, which I thought was pretty darn nice. And that's behind the back seat here. I'm really happy with it. I like it. Bonus, it's got built-in cup holders on both sides, and they fit right out on the outside of the seat like it was made for it. Pretty awesome. And you can just reach around and grab a cup if you need it while you're on your ride. Got some little pockets here you can access here also. I will say the 2-up seat is a little bit more difficult to get on and off with the bag on, but it's not the end of the world. You reach right in here and get your little clip to get the seat off. Just takes a little bit used to lining it up a tiny bit different than what you're normally used to getting the seat on and off, but hopefully you won't have to be taking that on and off too much, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. It does have straps all the way around, so we've got straps here, and I was able to get them through the connection points in the top of the rack, these holes here, and wrap around on every single strap they had. They lined up pretty well. I did have to use some pliers to pull on these outer side straps just to get them down nice and snug, but it's one with the ATV now, and with that metal rack I'm not afraid of really breaking or hurting anything, tightening it down. So I was able to get a pretty good grab on all the straps, like I said, and through all the factory tie down points on the rack. So super happy. ATV TEC bag for the CF Moto touring model. And I believe the rack distance behind the seat here is pretty similar on the 800 model also, but this is on the 600. Real happy with that bag. It's great. We'll see how it holds up over time, but it's got great reviews everywhere you look. So, and one quick more thing on the bag. So like I said, you can get the one from CF Moto. It's like $300. This was a third of the price, and it's awesome. Fits great. Just kind of wanted to reiterate that you can get something really decent for a third of the price from what they wanted for the one built for it. Okay guys, I'm tacking this onto the end of the bag video. Reason being is I just installed the new back bumpers and front bumper, and had to take off the bag to do so. I wasn't expecting to have to take the bag off, so I'll go ahead and show you how that bag gets put on a little more clear. You want to remove the rear seat, and then you've got these mounting holes here, and the bag will actually take advantage of all of these outer ones, and doesn't use these middle ones though, but it makes it a nice solid hold, especially with that bag being steel frame on the inside. So I'll go ahead and set this up and just do a little, show you how one feeds through, and then we'll do a little speed video of me hooking it all up, and we'll put this seat back on. Definitely easiest to do with the seat off. The seat does get a little bit, as I mentioned before, a little bit harder to get on and off after the bag's on, but really it's not. Once you get used to how it slides in, it's not bad. But okay, so let's give this a look here. So we'll just demo this one here. So I just slide the strap down through that hole. Now these are, CF Moto makes a special locking clip that can clip into there. You can put a gun rack on, or I believe their name brand, their CF Moto bag, uses those kind of clips to attach, because it does wrap around and cover this whole area. But they work great for attaching this bag like this. So you get that on there, and then you want to slide that forward. Come on up and out of the clip. Now you probably can't see the details too well there, but just feeding it onto this little clip here. And I was able to get when the bag was installed before, this strap to be right even with the bottom on both sides, bottom of the cover. So that's kind of giving me something to aim for here. There we go. Alright, and then I'll just do that same thing all the way around on all the other connectors. And it doesn't use these front ones as well, so everything in there except for the two middle ones and these two very outer front ones. Alright, great. Alright, bag is now on. It's pretty cold out here, so it took me a little bit longer to feed things. Fingers are hurting a bit. As you can see, there's ice forming on the top of the bag. But there we go. As far as fitment with the bumpers, awesome. We are within the length. So even better than before. I was a little concerned about maybe catching this on something, but not so much anymore. Pretty darn stoked. Alright, thanks guys. Next video we'll check out heated hand grips.